First off, that was awesome, Dom. Thank you. A lot of people, when I first found out that I got to get somebody to induct me in and announce me, there was a lot of names that ran through my head. But for some reason, Dom just popped in my head a few times. And when I expressed to people why I chose Dom, Dom knew the real me. A lot of coaches, obviously, in front of coaches, I was on my best behavior. I tried to be the perfect guy. But Dom knew the person that wasn't necessarily the best person all the time. So I knew that he'd be able to express the athlete and the kind of guy that I was. And I knew if I can get Dom to say some nice words about me, then that's a pretty good deal. But thank you, Dom. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, so I appreciate it. Again, thank you to the Hall of Fame Committee, Athletic Director Howard Mike. Congratulations to all three outstanding athletes. I remember you guys all from college. Great following careers. Congrats to you guys as well. First, thank you. I'm going to send a shout out to Coach Giancola, Coach O'Connor sitting over there. Coach G, there's a lot to say about Coach G. I remember this is a story I don't really tell a lot of people. I kind of hold this kind of tight to me. My freshman year, very first practice, kind of embarrassing to say, but I'll say it. First practice, I broke my foot. I'm talking about the first practice. Like 5 minutes within, I go up, we're doing some type of linebacker drill. I go up, turn my foot over. I remember telling people that I think it was just because my cleats were too tight. Anyways, I'm gonna break my foot. So the whole off season was pretty rough for me. Grinding in the weight room, trying to get better. I ended up wearing a boot for like 3 months. The boot didn't work, so I'm trying to get surgery. So I was in a cast for like another 3 months. So about 6 months ordeal of me wearing a boot or a cast. So I remember spring training came around and we had to get our equipment, and I didn't see my name on the list. So I ended up going up to Coach G and my Coach G, I didn't see my name on the list. And Coach G, doing his job, looked me right in the face. He said, "Are you going to be okay to play?" And I said, "Yeah, I think I'm going to be okay to play." He's like, "All right, we'll get your equipment." And I don't tell that story a lot, but that conversation right there lit a fire under me. That got me going. Going through that ordeal and then having Coach G look at me face to face in the eye and put his trust back in me, that led a lot. So I appreciate that, Coach G. Thank you. Coach Agresta, who Dominique kind of referred to, he's not here tonight. Coach Agresta was my linebacker coach. Me and him, I'm pretty sure he would have a bunch of stories to tell. My freshman year, again, my redshirt freshman year, I started playing defensive line, and I was about 210 pounds. I had no business being on the defensive line. And you would get guys, Al Capella, who's in the Hall of Fame, he was offensive lineman. You see a guy his size, and look at me about 210. Again, I had no business being down there with him. So I remember talking to Coach Gress. I'm like, "Coach Gress, you got to save me. You got to get me out of here." So my next year, sophomore year, he came, got me a linebacker, and I guess the rest was history from there. And Coach Gress was always somebody who I leaned into and helped me out. If I needed extra film, and I'd say, "Coach, give me some film," and he'd get me to have a DVD, CD ready for me just so I can study film for a week. Always my guy. So again, if Coach Gress was here, I appreciate that. Thank you to him. Obviously, coaches and other coaches. Coach O'Connor, who's here tonight, he was the coach who recruited me, came down to my high school, sat me down. I'll be honest, Montclair was not the first pick for me. I think it might have been number 10. And my dad could probably tell you that going back. I kind of worked my way down, and I forgot how we landed on Montclair, but I think I came up to the campus, got walked around, and I kind of fell in love with it, and that's why I'm here. So thank you to Coach O'Connor. My teammates, again, I would not be here without my teammates, guys like Dom. I think the one thing that I tried to be the best, and even to this day I try to be the best in my career, was trying to be a role model and someone who my teammates can look up to. So I always try to be the first guy in the weight room, always try to be the first guy in film study, first guy at practice, last guy out. And that was just so I felt like if I can get my teammates to follow me, and be a leader and do the things that I try to do, and we can put things together and be a great team. So my teammates drove me, and I can't say thank you enough to them. My family, I have all four: sister, father, mother, and brother, all here with me. Start off with my sister and brother. Again, I'm the older sibling. Sister and brother always looked up to me, about 5 years apart. So everything I did, whether it be professional life, in school, not the best in school sometimes, but in school and athletically, I tried to just be a role model to them. And I knew that if I can stay a step ahead and show them positive things, and that included being in the football field, I could be a positive role model to them. So again, you guys pushed me, I appreciate that. To my mom, me and my mom always had a very, I guess, it's kind of a rocky relationship, I'll be honest. We had times where in high school, we hated each other. Well, I hated my mom at least. She obviously always loved me. But we had our times where we didn't get along a lot, but at the same time, I now look back at it as an older individual, and I realize just because my mom loved me and she wanted me to be the best, me and my brother and sister make a joke all the time about this, that 8:20 or whatever, so we had to be outside for the bus. And if we miss the bus, we better not go home and ask my mom to take us, because she'd tell you to walk right to school. And that is exactly what she did a lot of times. And about 3 miles to school, we 8:30 be walking to school, be late, but my mom just told us don't come home. But some people look at that and say, whoa, why would she do that? But I look back at it, and it's just one of those things where we had a problem, and don't search, for other people to help you out. You figure it out yourself. And my mom always instilled that to me, so I appreciate that, Mom. My dad is probably one of my biggest influences in life. It's funny because whenever I talk about it, I almost try to get tears in my eyes, but can't do that. I'm just be strong about it. Every game, practice, anything in my career, he was always there. #1 fan. I truly can't say enough. Again, a guy who always taught me hard work. When I was 15 years old, I was one of my first jobs. I was in the city, New York City, 15, 16 years old. And my job was to deliver packages to business. Not necessarily UPS, but if anybody knows the city, there's like bike messengers and foot messengers. That was my job. I was 15, 16, 17 years old, walking around the city by myself, delivering packages. Didn't matter if it was 90 degrees outside or in the wintertime when it was 20 degrees outside. He had me outside working. So he taught me hard work at a very young age. And I can't say, I'm going to try to move on because again, I'll probably start crying if I keep on going. But I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. To this day, if I need you for anything, I know you're right there on the other side of the line. So, Daddy, thank you. And to my family, my newfound fiance, my stepdaughter Kayla. I see you smiling over there, Kayla. I see you. And I have my new daughter, who we just had. She'll be 2 months on Saturday, homecoming day. She'll be 2 months. So again, in college, it's funny because Kathleen, I chased around Kathleen a little bit in college. And it's funny how life works, because now we kind of came back and she played me in college, but now we're here. There's always got to be a winner, Kat. There's always got to be a winner. So, no, I think back in, I always knew that I wanted to have a family. That was always a goal of mine. And I knew that I wanted to work towards that. And I knew that when I had a family, I wanted to have something that we can look back on and talk about, and they could be proud of me about that. And I'm hoping to this day, and when Chloe's old enough to understand, a lot of everything that I do is just to make them proud of me and be a positive person to them. And again, thank you to everyone, everybody being here. I appreciate it to Montclair State. I can't thank you guys enough. It's an awesome experience. To this day, I still work with the teams at MSU. I'm great to be here. So thank you. Appreciate it.